What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's been a minute. Let me fix this. It has been a minute. Jason, Triple Play, Zach, how y'all doing tonight? This evening, I guess. The Bills did lose, man. That was rough. Triple, what'd you think about the game? I thought it was a good game, you know. And honestly, I'm kind of wondering what the biggest issue was, because I think, you know, at the end of the day, while there were chances, it seemed like you know, the Chiefs honestly just had it in. They just had it in control the entire time, you know. Great run by the Bills, though. You know, you can't knock them on that. Great run by the Bills. Zach says you're in Hebrew school right now. Really? That's funny. Are you allowed to have this on right now, or are you gonna get in trouble? In case you lost $100 because of the Bills, yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, yeah, I think I mean, my biggest thing with the Bills this year, you know, my playoff predictions were like very off, but you know, my biggest thing this year was just that I felt like Josh Allen needed a little bit more of that playoff experience. Great team, but I think they were just, you know, they were, you know, they got taken down, you know, nice way to say it without saying they got, like, you know, killed by them, but like the Chiefs were very, very much in control of that game the entire time. So it was tough, but hey, good showing, right? It was a great season for them. They played really well. They had got a brighter future ahead of them. They won't know on my cam off. There you go. All right. Now, Zach, how's that TikTok going, man? I see you still grinding it. I thought the Bills should have tried to score a touchdown instead of field goals. We needed a pass rush. Yeah. I mean, hey, at least it wasn't as bad as the Packers, right? Who literally had they had a chance to win and they went for the field goal. I was so surprised. I was watching it on my drive back home, and I was so surprised they went for the field goal instead of the touchdown. I don't get it. I didn't think of Matt LaFleur to be that kind of coach. You know, you're down almost at 2-minute warning. You're only down 8. You have Aaron Rodgers. Just go for it, right? You're gonna have to score a touchdown anyways. Why would you not go for the score? Why would you go for the field goal? I don't understand. It was a really interesting decision, but it's slowing down. But I'm still doing good. Hey, there you go, man. When are you gonna hit that 10K, right? That's a big number for monetization, right? But man, that's rough, man. Triple. At the very least, you guys have a very, very bright future ahead of you. You know, you got your franchise quarterback. You've got Stephon. Honestly, I think one of the things that the Bills need to work on right now is you guys need to get the ground game going. I think that's the biggest thing, man. You know, obviously with someone like a Josh Allen and all the weapons you have, I mean, honestly, with Josh Allen, you don't need like a Derrick Henry or like. You don't need like a Saquon type of player, but you need someone that can do well. I feel like Singletary and Moss like will show flashes of like doing well here and there, but I think having that will make the offense a lot more complete and a lot more dangerous. J-Rob is daddy. I agree. What do you think the Colts will do at QB? Jason says Matt Stafford. Yeah, so I think that's what people were thinking at first, but apparently, you know, I would love Stafford, right? I think honestly, going to the Colts is the best opportunity for Stafford and gives them the best chance to win. However, the Broncos have been a front runner recently. Honestly, every day it's a different front runner, right? The Broncos have been sort of it seems like they're the favorites to land them right now. And honestly, even though I mean I think Stafford will be great there, right? That division's gonna be stacked, right? I feel like I would rather see Stafford either with the 49ers or the Colts, but the Broncos are, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, sure, it would be ideal if Stafford can go where he wants, but the Lions are going to take whoever gives them the most, right? They're gonna take whoever pays them the most, and what the Broncos have that other teams don't have is that high draft pick this year. I think they have, 7 or 9, I want to say, this year. So they have a really high draft pick, and that's gonna look really, really good for the Lions. Because if we look at the draft order right now, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, the Broncos have number 9 right now. So the Broncos are at 9, and I'm sure they can give up that plus some other stuff as well. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if we don't get Stafford. What do you think will happen to the Cowboys? On paper, Dak should be re-signed, right? As a Colts fan, I would love for Jerry Jones to be boneheaded and not sign Dak, which means hopefully Chris Ballard of the Colts will go all in for him. But, you know, the Cowboys, they're a very, very good offensive team, right? But if I were them, I would honestly start moving some of their bigger pieces, right? Maybe move a Zeke. Maybe trade Zeke in this offseason. There's no point in paying so much for all these people because they're paying Dak, they're paying Amari, they're paying Zeke. And, like, also very, very good players. But out of those, I would maybe ship Zeke. Because Zeke is still, like, a top-tier running back, but he's definitely lost a lot of the explosiveness that he's had from before, is what I'll say. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of paying running backs that much. So it'll be interesting to see it, right? Because they went from like a playoff team to having like a really, really good offense this year before Dak went down. But like their defense, I actually don't really know what happened. Their defense just turned out to be bad, right? Their defense was historically one of the worst defenses in the league. So they have a lot to do. You know, their O-line is starting to tear down a little bit more. It's not good. It's not good for them right now. Dallas is in a very tough situation, right? I can see them maybe making some big moves just to like try and make a Super Bowl push, because I do think, you know, with their cap space and the amount of holes they have, they really need to rebuild. So he was good at the start, but it went downhill when Dak went down. Exactly. Yep. Brooks, Maddie, how you guys doing? Who you got? I think Bucks win it 7 rings. Matt, how you doing tonight? It'll be interesting to see. I think the Chiefs have it, but I feel like just like the story, like the natural story of what's going to happen is Tom Brady's going to go to a completely different conference with a completely different team and win it because he's Tom Brady. It'll be interesting. I think I might make a video about like maybe top 5 like predictions of what's going to happen. But I think honestly, with Eric Fisher going down, people are really underestimating the effect that's going to have. The Bucks have a really good pass rush. We saw what they did to Rodgers this year, right? Both games that they played him, they got to Rodgers and they hit him a lot. So I honestly think it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I honestly think, you know, again, you know, Mahomes, he's going to be mobile and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a few sacks. So I think honestly that's going to be the biggest thing here. I think I have the Chiefs winning, but I do like the Bucks defense a little bit more. So it honestly all depends on whether or not they can shut down the passing game, right? I would be fine if they leaned on Clyde, leaned on Le'Veon Bell, leaned on Williams for the run game, and like let them beat you like that. Don't let them beat you with Mahomes, Travis, or Tyreek, you know? Chiefs has no corners except for Snead. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I honestly, like, you know, how I see the two teams, the Chiefs are like the fun, explosive, really exciting team to watch. The Bucks are probably going to be like a little bit more methodical, more, you know, grind out the game, sort of play a slower game to win, right? They're not like a super explosive team, but honestly, like if you guys think about it, I think we really underrate the wide receiver core they have, because they have Mike Evans, they have Chris Godwin, and they have Antonio Brown, all who are, you know, all pro or like Pro Bowl level wide receivers, right? So that's pretty rough. They have Gronk as well. And when they can get the ground game going, like Fournette is he's still a Pro Bowl player. Ronald is like decent as well. So they actually have, like, as much as we love the whole, you know, Tyreek, Kelsey, Mahomes combo, maybe the Chiefs are a little bit more top heavy, a little bit more, you know, explosive. But I honestly think maybe the Bucks have a more like rounded offense, right? Chiefs are super explosive. I can never bet us against Brady. JVB Super Bowl MVP maybe, right? Honestly, I can see Tyreek maybe getting Super Bowl MVP. If he can get like 200 yards, 150 yards, 200 yards, 2 TDs, I can see him taking MVP for sure. It'll be an interesting one. I think it'll be a great game. It's the story that they want, right? The GOAT versus the next guy, right? So the story's either going to be, Tom Brady does it again, he solidifies himself as the GOAT, or the story is going to be, well, hey, the GOAT passed the torch on to, the next person in line, right? So, I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. I don't even think I'm going to be home for it, but yeah. Finally Pro Bowl over J-Rob, yeah. Shaq Barrett is Super Bowl MVP. I love it. Listen, it could be anybody's game, right? And I can see it. I can see it. Shaq, like if he gets a couple of sacks here and there, it could be good. I'm really excited for. What are the odds right now? Let's see. Bucks Chiefs odds. Let's see. I want to say the Chiefs have got to be slight favorites, right? Chiefs are -3 right now. So, yeah, it's there. We'll see. Eric, what's up, man? How you doing? If Bucks pull it off, I think there's a very high chance one of the Bucks D players gets Super Bowl MVP, maybe. I think it'll be Brady, though. I can see it, though. I really think the Bucks pass rush is going to be huge for them this game, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, how you doing, Eric? It's been a while, huh? I'm also kind of curious to see what is Brady on what kind of contract is he? Is he on a 1-year contract or is he on a 2-year contract? He's on a 2-year contract with the Bucks, so they're about to run it back. Man, this very much feels like. Well, we'll see if they run him back, because I guess he could always retire, right? But at the rate he's going, I don't think he's going to. This definitely looks a lot like, or it feels a lot like the Manning when he left the Colts, or like when the Colts left him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as much as I don't like Brady because he beat the Colts a lot, and I feel like there was a very, very big Manning-Brady rivalry, at some point, I think. It's kind of like the LeBron, right? I guess, it gives you perspective. As a huge LeBron fan, I'm always very confused as to why anyone would dislike him or hate him. But I guess, the LeBron equivalent in the NFL is Tom Brady, and I can see why I don't like Tom Brady, but you got to give respect where it's due, right? Yeah, my best friend and his wife had a baby today. Yo, that's awesome, dude. Boy or girl? I'm a diehard Pats fan, but it's amazing seeing Brady in the Super Bowl again. I know. It's awesome, man. Still suck at Madden, but I made a game quit last night. Alpha again. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, Eric. Those are the best wins. And he cheated the Colts. He did. It would have been interesting. He did go to the Colts for a interview. I wonder. What do you guys think? If Brady would have played for the Colts this year, would they be in the Super Bowl? Danny Super Bowl fan. I wonder how Steelers fans feel considering either Bell Brown or about 200. I know, right? That's hilarious. We've been seeing the memes. Steve's been doing great at posting memes in our Discord. Which by the way, if you're not part of the Discord, y'all should come join us right now. It's the Discord's been lit. Ben just the meme was Ben is just over here surrounded by TikTokers while Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown are both in the Super Bowl, right? Brady isn't retiring just yet. I think he wants to get 7-1 above MJ. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be pretty impressive. Like I said, I don't see him retiring. He had a pretty efficient year, Rick says, do you think Stafford goes to the Colts? I think that would make him an immediate contender. I would like that, but like I was mentioning earlier in the stream, every single day a new contender, a new frontrunner comes up, and right now apparently the frontrunner are the Broncos. So the Broncos have more to pay. They have more cash or more assets because they have a super high pick this year at 9. So it's higher than both San Francisco and the Colts. So I can see him going to the Broncos. Our guy plays broken every year. Imagine him playing that online. I know, right? I would love to see Stafford. Stafford, like I discussed before, he's only 1 year older than Andrew Luck, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? Bell and Brown are in Super Bowl, and he's stuck with TikTok stars. Exactly. What does everyone think of Oculus? I want to get one someday. I haven't really done too much with virtual reality. I feel like it's improved a lot in the last few years, but for me, like I've tried it before and like it's very cool, but I always thought of it as like a, hey, like this is sort of like early technology. A lot of stuff are still going to be buggy, so I kind of wanted to wait. But I know people who have some like very, very dedicated builds to, to virtual reality, and it's kind of cool, right? Ty, what's up, D? How you doing? What do you feel? Stafford will come to the 49ers star, Dan, or Watson or Rodgers? Hey, that's all good. I was telling our folks here. I think he might go to the Broncos. Matt, what's up? Jets getting Deshaun. It's looking like it, right? We all thought it was Miami, then boom, all of a sudden now it's the Jets. What if they traded? I don't think they would trade Darnold, but like what? Yeah, they could trade that second pick plus some other stuff. That's good, right? What prompted the sudden stream? Honestly, just because I was out of town all like the last like week and a half, and wanted to get in to hang out for a little bit because I have been very, very behind on my streaming. So just gonna hang out, seeing like we'll chat for a little bit. If people want to see some Madden play, we can play for a little bit. But figure out stream for about like an hour or so. Try and just get back in it. I miss it. Life's just been very busy, traveling, trying to take care of some personal stuff. But yeah. Y'all have more assets. Question is whether Watson will agree to it since he has his no trade clause. Yeah. What picks do the Fins have? The Fins have, let's see. They have the number 3 pick. So it goes top 5 are Jacksonville, Jets, Miami, Atlanta, and Cincinnati. I'm surprised that Atlanta is that low. Then Philly, Detroit. What's interesting is like Philly's actually in a really good position to draft a quarterback, maybe like a Justin Fields, but I'm not sure they do because they drafted Jalen Hurts last year. I feel like Justin Fields would be great on Philly. It'll be interesting. I don't know what they draft at 6. I figure you would draft a quarterback if you didn't have Hurts, but and I don't think they'll draft Hurts is what I'll say. So that would be really interesting to see. We could get a 2nd and a 5th for Darnold, but we aren't trading Darnold until we get Deshaun. Yeah, for sure. How do they have 3? They went 10 and 6. It's because of the Houston trade. That's when Houston traded them. That's when Houston got what's his face, the O-line from Miami, and Houston was just horrible this year, so Miami got the 3rd pick. What a great trade for Miami. Yeah, it was Tunso, exactly. They gave that pick as a result. Yeah, no one was expecting Houston to be 4-12. Honestly, like Houston and Atlanta should not be 4-12 teams, So, like Houston and Atlanta should not be under Cincinnati, is what I'll say. Yeah, it's pretty interesting actually seeing the draft order because I'll just show it to everybody here. Let me see. Where's my monitor? Let me zoom in a little bit. So here are your top 10 picks here, or I guess top 23. Texans traded 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Yeah, and they pretty much gave Tunso like a blank check. So they I don't remember if they actually agreed to something with him or not, but like they pretty much gave him like, hey, just like whatever amount of money you want, take it, which is pretty wild, honestly, So that's that. I mean, some good teams up there, I wonder. I mean, I can see Detroit's probably gonna get a quarterback here, right? We have like 4 or 5 good quarterbacks that are probably going to go in the 1st round. We'll see. Some QB needed teams, right? Like Atlanta's going to want a QB. Jacksonville's going to want a QB. I don't think Philly will. Detroit will. Carolina probably does. Denver probably does too. So like, I wonder if we'll see some shakeup in the like the top like 7, top 10 as well to like for people to jump people, because you have Trevor, you have Justin, you have Zach Wilson. Those are probably going to be the top 3 that are going. So it'll be really interesting to see. We can trade you guys to Garoppolo, Dan, at the low cost of a 3rd, 4th rounder. I don't know if we want Garoppolo, man. If this was if wins translated into looks, sure, but I don't know, man. How's his contract? They gave him a pretty like big contract as well, didn't they? I feel like I remember that. Remember like thinking that like, damn, that's actually kind of like bold that they did that, because like you hadn't really seen too much of him and they just gave him a lot of money. I can see the Texans getting Jimmy G if the 49ers get a replacement. Yeah, maybe. I mean, what the Texans need to do is like, they kind of need to rebuild, right? I mean, if I were them, I would keep Watson, right? Because Watson, again, is like one of those quarterbacks that like, it doesn't come very frequently. They don't have a 1st round pick. So if you absolutely trade Watson, you must get like, I mean, that's why they want to haul, right? Multiple 1st rounders, multiple 2nd rounders, because you need to rebuild completely and you need to build that team from the bottom up. There's no one on that team that I'm like super excited about besides Watson, maybe Tunsil. You know, JJ is probably gone. I can't really think of anyone that's like a defensive young stud on defense. On offense, you know, obviously you have Cooks and Fuller, but like they're not getting any younger. Like, just tear it down. You know, start with the new coaching personnel and go from there. I think you just gotta start over. If you want to keep Watson, sure, but like that's gonna be a lot harder to rebuild. But maybe they trade Watson. You know, choose someone like the Jets. Get that. Get another 1st round, a few 2nd rounders. Grab your QB of the future. And start filling out holes, right? Ty says this is the last year of his contract. If we decide to cut him, it'll only cost $3 million instead of the 20-ish, right? And that's what I'm saying. He's getting paid close to 25 a year, isn't he, Ty? And praying Watson doesn't go to the Jets, or else we'll be at the bottom of our division, orphans. Maybe, right? I mean, I do think the Jets become like somewhat favorites, but like, do they for sure become like absolute favorites? Because you still have the Bills. And, I mean, of course, you know, it's going to make things harder as a Patriots fan, but... You know, I do wonder how good that team would be with Watson. The defense is decent, right? Defense is like average, maybe a little bit above average. Offense is okay. So, that'll be interesting to see. Huh. Watson on the Jets. You would need to get him some weapons though, right? Because you don't quite have a, I mean, who is that one guy that we talked a lot about during fantasy, the one like rookie running back? You have him. We don't know if he's gonna be good. The wide receivers are like okay, right? If I was Watson, I'd rather go to probably Miami, honestly. You're right, he costs $25 million a year, so that's kind of expensive for him, is what I'm thinking. How much do you think you would trade for Stafford? I think I missed. How much would you give to trade for Stafford? It's going to be at least a 1st, so I can see like maybe a 1st, 2 seconds. Maybe like that. I don't think he draws 2 firsts, so I think a 1st, maybe 2 seconds. Matt says, if I were the Texans, I'd take a trade with the Jets because the top 2 Corbies are going top 2. Dolphins, they would get Fields most likely. Yeah. I think you trade with the Jets, right? That's what would be the best for the Texans, and just get this year's 1st, next year's 1st. Maybe try and squeeze another 1st out of it. He's gonna cost a lot though. I'm like scared to see what Watson's gonna cost. Mims Pyramid Crowd, right? So it's like a solid, exactly. So that's like a solid wide receiver core, but like it's not as good as what he has now. And Pyramid, like, he can maybe try and mimic the speed of like Brandon Cooks, but like I don't know. Pyramid, I don't feel like is I'm not super excited about. That's why he's been moving around a lot, right? He's been moving around a lot. He's never been like he should be that sort of like Deshaun Jackson, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks type of wide receiver, but he isn't really necessarily that. So, and like, so that's why I'm like kind of curious, like like Watson on the Jets, what would that look like? Because is it really going to be that much better than the Texans, right? We had 5 of our defensive starters either out or injured this year, and we had our top run defense with Quinnen and Fatukasi. Yeah, the defense is good, right? But it's like just the offense, like, isn't there. Matt, is the defense pretty young, or like would you say they're like sort of like middle age? I actually don't know too much about the Jets defense. I know there's some decent players. I did a franchise league last year with the Jets defense, and it did me pretty well. So they're certainly not bad. But yeah, what's your take on their defense right now? The problem again is like you have to play the Bills. Like I would much rather play the Bills on the Dolphins than the Jets at the moment. Not not as a knock to your guys at all, but that's sort of my take. Big difference for this is wrong thing. I think the big difference for Watson, if he were to be the Jets, would be a change in culture. It makes a huge difference long term. Sally and his crew are solid people and will instill some hope. Yeah, I agree. I think the Jets are looking up. Absolutely think the Jets are looking up, so it'll be good to see what they do. I'm glad they brought in the new head coach. The dude seems like he's got a solid head on him, so I'm pretty excited to see. I'm pretty excited to see what happens with the Jets next year. It's an exciting time for sure. Has there been any? Also, guys, what do you think happens to Aaron Rodgers? You think they take him, or like do you think they keep him or trade him away? Matt says I'd be happy giving 3 firsts and a second plus they have a ton of money to bring in free agents. And Roberts and Deshaun could easily bring people in. Yeah, I can see it. Not sure how hands-on the Jets owner is though. Yeah. 3 firsts and a second. Matt, I guess, do you feel like the Jets are in a good spot that they can afford to give away so many draft picks to be able to like compete? Because if you're doing that, you're telling the world like, we think we can contend with Watson right now. Doug says Rodgers wants help. He's pressuring the front office to get people in front of him. Yeah, the front office is not doing him anything. It's pretty wild. The front office has really screwed him. Don't know why they drafted Jordan Love. I mean, I know why, but like that just kind of. I feel like when you have an MVP candidate, or at least just MVP type of player, you don't want to piss him off, you know? Alright, what's up, man? Daniel, what's up? While Jackson was the #1 team in the NFL, they still get the #1 big OP, yeah. Our defense looks very good. Bryce Hall, Ashton Davis are great picks, and we could get some more picks from Darnold, or more picks from Seattle. Hey, smart. That's true. I highly doubt they'll trade him. Their GM will be memorialized in their Hall of Infamy if they trade him. Problem is their cap issue is pretty bad. They can't just keep them together next year. Yeah, I agree. I'm also pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he has like a $30 million in like dead money if they try to like cut him or trade him. So I feel like they can't really move him, but I actually don't quite know how that works or like exact numbers. I think if they move Rodgers this year. Because I remember when I was first looking at the contract of Rodgers when they drafted Love, I'm pretty sure the conclusion was that Rodgers was pretty much there for 2 more years. Because I think after this next year, they either owe him very little money, so there's very little dead money, or like none at all. Do you think Kamara and Zeke's fantasy stocks drops because Breeze and Elliott sucks now? No, I think Elliott's going to be okay. Kamara, it's going to really depend on who's the quarterback next year. If it's Taysom, I think his stock drops, but I don't think he drops below like top of the second. Brooks, what are the odds Jacksonville gives #1 pick to Texans and trade for Watson? I think it's low. I don't think Houston trades within the division. Do you think the Raiders make the playoffs next year? It depends on if Derek Carr can step it up. Or honestly, that defense. The defense is really bad. It depends on what the Raiders are going to be able to do. They are honestly a decent team. I thought they were going to make the playoffs this year, but I was not expecting a bunch of teams to end up like, 10-6, 11-5. So I think the AFC is going to continually get strong. And honestly, like, they could probably have I can see them having a decent record. but not getting in because of how competitive the AFC is. Not to mention the Chargers are going to get a lot better, the Chiefs are still there, and the Broncos are still improving. So I think the Raiders need to start making moves soon because Carr's not getting any younger, and yeah, they need to really build a better defense around him. Matt says 0% because Zags have no future. Deshaun has no trade clause. He's not going there. Zags might, man. I would knock them. I think they might look okay with a decent quarterback. What do you think would happen with Gaskin? I don't know what his contract situation is, but I'm assuming he stays with the Dolphins, right? Fuller's a free agent now. I can see him going wherever Watson goes. Maybe. That's actually true. Maybe. Fuller to the Jets too. I don't see the Sharks trading their pick unless it's a huge haul. Yeah. And Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones is gone. I think Aaron Jones is for sure gone. If it wasn't for just the fact that they don't use the running game that much, that fumble is not good. Yeah. Rodgers' numbers are pretty ugly for the team next year. He's getting paid $38 million. Dead cap hit will be $31. He's likely to leave in 2020 since death. Yeah, but exactly. That sounds right. Thanks for looking into that, Ty. I agree. I don't think he's gone. It sucks. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like, the Packers are still going to be back, right? They're still going to be a playoff. They're still going to be a contender next year. It's just that, like, they haven't done anything to really make Rodgers happy, and I feel like they will just continue to, like, really piss him off. James says, do you think Tom Brady, after he retires, he becomes a coach? He's old enough. He's like 60. I don't think he will. Unless he's super passionate about it, I don't think he will, because I think with the money that he's made and, like, who he is, unless he's very, very passionate, I would just retire with my supermodel wife. Rick says he doesn't see Brady as a head coach. I agree. Aaron Jones, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin coming to Jets. Everyone else coming to Jets. Yeah, the wide receiver free agent list is actually pretty nutty this year. There's some good free agents. I would take Allen Robinson on the Colts. Aaron Jones and stuff. Whether they cut him, they're not cutting him. I just don't think they're gonna pay for him. Because if they want to re-sign Jones, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. I don't know that they even have the money for it. I think they spend their money somewhere else because they have other running backs they can use. They have Jamal Williams. They have what's his name? The rookie, AJ Dillon, rookie or second year, I don't remember. But like the way that offense works, they don't need a great running back. They just need like decent, reliable running backs, right? So it doesn't make sense to pay Aaron Jones a lot. I love Rodgers, but I question whether a team should use 20% of your total cap for one player. Maybe I'm just crazy. Hey, Rodgers is the reason why they're in the NFC Championship back-to-back, right? At that point, I would say. Another one, what's up, dude? Kraft will fire Belichick and hire Brady as a head coach. That'd be hilarious, right? Brady's big middle finger to them because he got cut. That'd be funny. What's up? Welcome to the stream, another one. Matt says, I'll be fine with Brady being the coach of the Jets. Yeah, Brady would probably deflate the ball or pay the refs. Aaron Jones to the Bucs. Aaron Jones to the Bucs would actually be pretty nasty. I don't know what the Bucs salary cap situation is, but that would actually be kind of nasty. Not gonna lie. But I don't think they sign Aaron Jones either, guys. I think the era of like paying running backs a lot of money is like slowly like kind of dying out. No one wants to do it because they realize, hey, I'll just draft a younger guy. And they'll be, as good, if not better, Running backs, they typically they have less life on their legs, right? So I think the notion is that you don't pay running backs big money because you get screwed, right? You end up with a Ram situation with Todd Gurley. You end up with a situation with the Cowboys with Zeke, where having a great running back but holes everywhere else doesn't do your team very well. If Brady wins, he'll play with one more year. Aaron Jones to the Jags, yeah, right. I think Brady's gonna play another year. I would be surprised if he retired right now. He looks like he has some life left in those arms and in that body. Also, the way he eats, like, there's no way he's gonna retire right away. So, yeah, I don't think he's gonna retire this year. I don't want to pay our running backs so much. They're easily replaceable, but there are CMC and Cook or Barkley. Those guys are worth it for sure. Well, we'll see if Barkley's gonna be worth it, right? We'll see if he can stay healthy over the next season or two CMC is definitely worth it. He's a huge playmaker because when you pay him, you're essentially paying both a running back and a wide receiver. Jags don't need a running back for a long time. Yeah. Brady plays till 50. He could. That'd be kind of funny, right? That'd be interesting. But it's still like so surprising that Brady could just do what he does, switch a team and like switch a conference and still go to the Super Bowl, right? That's wild. Score predictions for Super Bowl right now, I would probably say Chiefs 31, Bucks 30. Let's go that. 31-30. I think it's gonna be a close game. I still can't decide if I think the Bucks or the Chiefs are gonna win. I am leaning the Chiefs, but how old was the oldest player to retire? That's a good idea. That's a good question. Let me see. Oldest player to retire in the NFL. Everyone guess. I guess that's a trivia question, right? Let's see. It was Blanda. Okay. 48. George Blanda. He was a quarterback and a kicker. He retired when he was 48. Yup. Vinatieri has technically not retired yet, actually, so he is still currently a free agent, technically speaking. When J-Rob's rookie contract expires, do you think he'll get signed big money or get traded? We'll see. I mean, when it gets, you know, if they don't re-sign him, he can't get really traded. He's gonna become a free agent. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, J-Rob he had a great rookie season. I wouldn't say like, damn, like he's gonna be a premium top tier running back for the rest of his life, but we'll see. Yeah, what's up? His face mask was a single bar. He was grandfathered when it was Leo. Yep, that's true. That's true. Dropping some old school knowledge, Graham. I love it. How you doing tonight, man? I think every Raider player is going for the Chiefs. We hate Brady. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know who I want to go for, right? Because to me, I have a soft spot for Bruce Arians because he used to be our offense coordinator and actually interim coach when Chuck Pagano had cancer. I love Arians, right? It's funny because he kind of retired from the NFL because he wanted to leave the Arizona and then picked up the job with the Bucks. But yeah, I don't know who I want to root for. Vinatieri is 48. My guess becomes real. There you go. Good for sure, Graham. Good to hear that. But yeah, it's gonna be good. There's no Pro Bowl this year, which kind of sucks. I believe they're doing Pro Bowl virtually. So I think they're gonna be playing Madden for the Pro Bowl. So that'll be fun to see. I'm excited to see what the skills are for those players. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, it's crazy that I think this is the first time that a team is actually like hosting the Super Bowl, right? Like that, I don't think that's ever been a thing, but now this year, it's technically the Bucks' home field advantage. So it'll be interesting to see how much that plays into effect. You know, obviously they're giving tickets to those people who are healthcare workers, but I'm sure a lot of them are from Tampa, right? Jenna, would you rather a division rival win? Me and my brother were hyped when the Bills got knocked. I mocked so many Bills Mafia people. There you go, Bob. Perfect time to enter. How you doing? Sorry about your Bills. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want a division rival to win. You know, if I was in the AFC East, I'd probably want the... Yeah, I mean, sorry. I'm thinking about the Patriots. Yeah, I don't think I would want a division rival to win. I think I would want anything but a division rival to win because, technically speaking, unless you have a powerhouse of a rivalry like the Colts and the Patriots before, like cross conference, I would definitely say you don't want your team to win because for me, I wouldn't want anyone in the NFC South to win. The Bills blew a 9-point lead. Imagine. That's rough, man. That's rough. Hey, the Bills have a great future ahead of them. So I you know, I wouldn't worry about that. But listen, as Josh Allen's only gonna get better. Josh Allen's only gonna get better. So I'm not too concerned about the Bills right now. It'll be very interesting. I'm so very curious as to like how the Patriots like quote unquote rebuild or like how they move forward right now, right? They're gonna get a lot of players back from from being on the COVID reserve this year, but it'll be very, very interesting to see what they do, what Belichick has up his sleeve. And the Bucs to win because of Todd Bowles and Stephen McLendon. Okay, all right, I like it. Oh, that's right. I forgot that because Todd Bowles is the defensive coordinator, right? I forgot about that. That's awesome. Good for him. It'll be interesting to see what the Bucs do next year too. I'm kind of curious about their cap situation and whether or not they're gonna get some like cheap vet ring chasers too, right? Bills got a better future than the Jets, Matt. You also need a QB first. That's right. Listen, I think there's a good chance that the Jets stick with Darnold as their future QB and draft the O-line. Zhou or whatever his name, Pine. I should have looked up that. I know we've talked about him like at least 5 times in stream, but I still don't know how to pronounce his name. But I think they might. I would maybe consider going O-line, right? Because they're not gonna get Trevor Lawrence, so they're gonna get either Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, which like I feel like is not as much of a guarantee. And like if I were to tell you that you have another Quentin Nelson, coming at pick 2, I feel like you would take it, right? I just read some like ridiculous stat that Quentin Nelson, what is it? Let's read this. I actually saw it pulled up. Quentin Nelson has only allowed 3 sacks on 1,946 pass blocking snaps in his first 3 seasons. So he's only allowed 3 sacks in the first 3 seasons. I feel like that's something that you want. Very, very much so, right? Goes blue for sure. Debo online put Josh in a rough spot. Dio was poop, yeah. It's also playoff experience, man. Listen, as the Bills get more playoff experience, they're gonna start playing a lot more comfortably as well when they get in. By the way, I'm so shocked that the Cavs and the Knicks have potential to make playoffs this year. Feels like I know, right? Yeah, listen, the Cavs aren't looking too bad. We don't even have Kevin Love back yet, man. We don't even have like technically our best player back, so it'll be interesting. The Cavs have been very fun to watch as well as saying. I was able to watch some of the Cavs-Lakers game, even though they lost. I still thought it was a really good game, and like, hey, I'm honestly okay with that loss. I felt like I felt like they played well. We didn't have Larry Nance to help on defense. He might have guarded LeBron, but yeah, the Cavs are looking decent. The rebuild is finally starting to pay off. I know a lot of people want us to tank, but hey, let Sexton and Garland do their thing, man. They look really good. They're actually playing right now. They're playing right now. Let's see what the score is. Unfortunately, I can't stream it. I definitely would. And also, I don't think my internet's good enough. Oh yeah, Cleveland's playing Detroit, so we got a little Andre Drummond revenge game, kind of. Up 3, I'll take it. But the Knicks are looking good as well this year. It's been an interesting season. I'm kind of curious to see how all the postponement affects the rest of the season, but yeah, we'll see. Dang, okay, Dylan Windler is plus 20. Yeah, Dylan Windler has the highest plus minus right now on 11 minutes of play, so that's interesting. I got his rookie card. Drummond's plus 8. I love it. Easy one for the Cavs if it's versus Piston. We'll see, right? They got to trade Kevin Love. They have so many big men. Imagine Love to the Warriors. Yeah, right? I think Drummond, well, what was it? The Nets had some interest in, they were trying to talk to the Cavs about trading JaVale, actually. But yeah, I think JaVale, Drummond, one of those, Love, like one of those guys gets traded, right? We have too many bigs right now. Because we also have Jarrett Allen. I think that's going to be a really, really good pick, or a really good piece that we got for many, many years to come. Jarrett Allen's a baller, man. He plays very, very well, so I'm excited for that, right? I'm very excited for that. The team is starting to look good, man. You've got the people in the backcourt, Garland, Sexton. You've got Isaac Okoro, who's a defensive monster. We just need to work on his offensive game. We've got Jarrett Allen, who's going to be our center of the future. And then you have a few more pieces to fill in, you know? Windler, Osman, Nance, like, that's a solid team, guys. That's a solid young team. I'm really excited for the future. It'd be great if we can make the playoffs this year. I don't think there's any reason to tank, but it's a solid team. Yeah, we don't need to listen. LeBron's gonna be begging to come back to us in 2 years, and we'll be like, nah. We don't need your old ass. Nah, I would take him back. We get Bronny and LeBron back. But that's the problem is, like, when you go anywhere, like, I mean, which is fine. It's not a bad problem to have. It's just that, like, if you get LeBron, you're guaranteed probably at least one championship, but you have to, like, wager away your entire, like, future. That's not great, but, no, it looks good. It looks good. I don't know why so many of the Cavs are injured this year. I don't know why Kevin Love hasn't been playing. I didn't realize that he had an injury so serious that he has played 0 games. You know, so that's been interesting. I don't know. I will say I'm very excited to see what the full force of Cleveland looks like. But hey, there's been some surprise teams, right? There's been some great teams this year. Like I said, it'll be very interesting to see what the postponement does. You guys don't need to tank. Just doesn't make sense at this point with development until you need to make a potential trade for it. Exactly. I 100% agree. So the Sixers are doing well, huh? Sixers are top of the conference right now. Celtics, Bucks, Pacers, Nets, Hawks, Cavs, and Magic. Raptors are not doing so hot. Hornets are not doing so hot. Heat are 6-10. Interesting. Okay. I haven't been following as close as I should, but the Western Conference look a little bit. I mean, besides the Mavericks, and I guess Pelicans are down. Pelicans are doing horribly. That's bad. By the way, do you want your Colts to trade for Matt Ryan? I don't think so. If it's cheap, sure, but like, I don't know that he's going to be much better than what Rivers did this year, and he's going to be a year older, so I don't think it makes sense to get Matt Ryan unless the front office is like really set on Eason and just needs him to sit behind another veteran. He's a good 1-year rental, right? But there are other options out there that could be better. I'd even probably take Carson Wentz or Sam Darnold over Matt Ryan. No. I can't wait to buy him a Deshaun Watson jersey. Man, by the time you're gonna have to blow up the Discord when he does get traded, because I mean, that'll be exciting. I'll be happy too, because Deshaun Watson's out of the AFC South. What are the chances he gets to the Colts though? I would love Watson on the Colts. I feel like automatic Super Bowl bid if Watson's on the Colts. That would be so sick. I want my top 3 are Dak, Rodgers, and Watson. Not in that order, obviously. I would probably say Watson, Dak, and then Rodgers. Rodgers would look good in the white and blue, man. He would look very good in the white and blue. He's like best friends with Pat McAfee. I don't know if you guys watch Pat McAfee show, but go check it out. He streams on YouTube. Pat McAfee, for those of you who don't know, is our old this guy right here, Pat McAfee. He's our old punter. Great personality. Honestly, GOAT punter. He always has live shows that he streams on YouTube, and he got Aaron Rodgers to come on the show every Tuesday. Rodgers even came this Tuesday right after they lost as well, so I guess not surprised, but they've got a really good relationship. I mean, what would you guys give up? Because I don't see them trading for picks out of the top 10. Yeah, I mean, again, if it's someone for like a Watson, it would have to be like probably like 3 or 4 first rounders. I think the multi-year of first rounders would be good, or that would be what would get the deal done. But that's another reason why I feel like the Broncos have a leg up over the Colts for Stafford, is because they have a higher pick, right? But for the Texans, it's not always with the highest pick. It's about getting a collection of first-round picks. Roger, so you're so low on your list, bro. You're talking about one of the best. Oh, for sure. I'm thinking more long-term, right? I would, like, purely just because of the age. Rodgers probably has a good, 3 or 4 years in them. Dak and Watson probably has another, 8 to 10 years on them. So, purely because of age, that's it. But no disrespect to, I mean, right now I'd probably say, like, I'd go maybe Watson, Rodgers, Dak, if it's right now. But yeah, That's a great diet. I love this show. They stream for so long I can't watch it. I know, right? They stream for a long, long time. Oh, actually, we need to see. I might need to watch this later. Pat McAfee reacts to Colts admitting they passed on Brady. Interesting. Huh. But no, it's fun. I think Rogers really likes being on the show and kind of just like hanging out and like sort of speaking the truth, right? Because to him, it's another media outlet, but like he even stated like everyone else was like they're like douchebag reporters out there. He like hates talking to the media normally, but he loves talking to Pat McAfee because they just kind of like joke around and do whatever. So it's something. But hey guys, let's I want to get one quick game of Madden in, and then we'll probably end it. But yeah, let's get a quick game of Madden in, and then kind of just talk and hang out. Let me switch to this. I have to turn this down here. Let me switch my monitor. The Lions have a top pick, so they don't need one. Stafford is tradable for first for sure, but they can't get a top pick. I still think they can get the Broncos potentially. If the Broncos really want him, the Broncos could they could get the Broncos, which is at number 9 right now. I'm gonna be watching you play Madden. I think I'm just gonna do a quick one online. Whatever team you guys want. We'll do a quick one online, and then I do have to go to dinner or go make dinner. But what team you guys want to watch? Should we cheese with Lamar, or should we do something like cheese with Lamar or Mahomes, or do we want to do something like normal? Dang, Matt, you have a 3-page essay. What topic is it on? And have you started on it? Because hope you're not procrastinating. You got to get that essay in. Oh, Watson will come to the Jets once you finish your essay.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
But yeah, if anyone has a team they really want to see, let me know, please. Turn on the music. This gameplay is so loud. Just went 3 pages into a point. Yeah. Do we play with the Chiefs? Cheese a little bit. Let's see. Maybe we'll play the Chiefs. I haven't played in a while, so I'm gonna be rusty. Just for fun, though. No one has any strong preferences. Let's see. I want to do a quick match. We're gonna switch it to the offensive likes. We might have to do the wasp play. Go for the Chiefs? Alright, let's do it. Kansas. Bye. Our Orleans Jets live play. Go for cheese. Burrs. What's Burrs? Let's get it though. But man. Also, I don't know how it is at where everyone else is, but it's been very, very chilly in Southern California. The winter coat has definitely come out. Don't feel great. Bears. Oh damn. Maybe next game, Graham. Matt says, I'm on the 3rd paragraph, no biggie. It's just about my interests. Teacher told me to choose 2 topics, so I chose football and money. She said, write a story about how. Okay, each I'm going to make stuff. There you go. Not the Bears, no. We'll see. If this is a quick one, maybe we'll get a. If we finish this in like 15 minutes, we'll get a quick one. Listen, I played in a connected franchise league with Mitch Trubisky as my quarterback, and he was going to be MVP. But then people got a little bit salty because Mitch was doing so well, so I just left. That's the one thing I will say about those connected. You really gotta find a good one. Otherwise, there are some kids. There are some kids in those leagues. It's honestly more stressful. And honestly, also, it's just kind of a waste of time because half the time you'll play like 45-minute games just for them to rage quit at the very end. You still get the win, but it's not as satisfying. It's just like annoying. Why would you? Yeah, it's chilly in North Carolina right now. Rain's coat, a lot of options for me. Only thing I'm looking forward to this week is getting COVID. Oh, that's right, Ty. You're getting okay. Is that your first dose or second dose? So when you play with Trubisky, did you have sliders all the way? I did not. I actually he was okay. It was tough, right? Because his accuracies were not good. But he did all right. I'm pretty sure I worked mainly on his throw accuracies whenever I developed him. I did have Mike Evans would double me, and I think I had 2 like really fast wide receivers along because it was a draft one. So I don't remember who they were, but I might have Will Fuller plus a really, really fast, like 97, 98. So it was a lot easier. Like shorter passes, and then, once you got Mike Evans double me, throw it up. I don't care if it's like 10 yards off. He'll still catch it. But second dose, I'm expecting some side effects this time. Wow, how was the first dose, Ty? If you don't mind, like, sort of telling us about your experience. Very curious as to how that's been. And, like, second, isn't that pretty fast for second dose?
That many call the loudest in the NFL. We are
I thought they were trying to what do you call it? Get everyone to get on the first round before second dose, but I guess that's different between different people and different occupations. Like Trubisky's for the Bears' future. He looked really good after he got benched for sure. We'll see what happens, right? They could have had Mahomes. All right, Chiefs versus Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from
first dose, lingering arm pain for 48 hours. I got on New Year's Eve. Oh wow, you got it pretty early. Okay, that's cool. But I mean, if it's just lingering like arm pain, that's actually not too bad, right? We gotta get our I don't remember what. Okay, so Jamie Williams is the fastest. I want to say, I want to use or something. Gotta. Alright, good enough. Second dose, according to most of my friends, have been getting body aches, fever, and slight headache. Ooh, okay. Well, at least, is it like pretty short term, or hopefully it's not like too. But I mean, hey, you're getting the second dose. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. It seems like it's becoming Southern California definitely a lot more widespread for. But it's becoming a lot more available for people that's over 65. I have heard it's sort of been and get it, which is not great, but that's kind of the nature of it, right? I figured that's sort of just like what you gotta expect because everyone's gonna want it. Oh no.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Gotta get our DNs in here.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
It's the short term what Dave told me. No more thing. I'll let you know how this how it goes. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. I would love to know. Do you feel pretty invincible after the first dose, or like, how has your behavior changed at all since you did it the first time around? Oh my god, that's stupid. Better just run this all day, huh?
Down past the 40.
All right, okay.
And finally brought down at the 43.
Okay, that's
Last
okay.
play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams.
No, sir. No, sir.
Here just to fight his way back to
and also, Ty, do you have any idea like when they're gonna make him more available for like everyone else?
There on the stop.
I'm assuming that I probably won't get anything until like
I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line
at least summer.
And my guess
For
is
being like a younger guy, you know.
Play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find
Sam, what's up? I know you probably said this, but what's your prediction for the Super Bowl and what's score? Right now I'm thinking Chiefs over Bucks 31-30. How about you, Sam? Welcome back to the stream, my friend. What was I gonna say? I feel like Tyreek Hill, free, fast, and ready to beat up anyone coming my way. There you go.
Line to gain is the 33.
That's hilarious.
Third down.
You might streak Tyreek here. Let's see. So stupid.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30.
All right, that's okay.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
I can't believe people actually thought the Bills would be the Chiefs. So many pull it and said the Bills winning. Yeah, Joe said by end of spring for everyone who wants it. Okay. End of spring is not bad. That'll be interesting. That'll be actually very interesting if that's the case. That'd be awesome. I think Chiefs will win, but I want the Bucks to win because of the past. Okay, Brady fan, I like it.
Not only to get him involved,
according to the timeline in our counties, 65 plus people are able to get it now. For people not in our age in healthcare, most likely early summer, we'll see how distribution goes. Your county might be different, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I would imagine like summertime, you know. I can see that for sure. Sam, how have you been, man? Long time no talk. Unless you're in Discord as a different name. Everyone in Discord is like a different name, so it's like hard to know who's who sometimes. But yeah, I've been reading Facebook posts about how people have been like just getting upset with like it's also funny because it's like it's older people who don't know how to like do this stuff. But it's just pretty funny when you see them not being able to like not knowing like how to like make a phone call or something like that. Not funny, I guess, but like just.
Steps away to his left. Complete the tight end Kelsey.
What's your favorite position for doing a snake draft? I either like the very top or the very end of.
It's second down.
Oh no, it's not the. Wait, it is. It is what I want. Okay. I like the very front. Like if you can be at the very front, that's awesome. If not, I like sort of the end where you can go back to back. I hate the middle positions. Just run just through like you did the whole time last drive. Yeah. My chart rollout was a poor choice. Yeah. What was a my chart rollout? Yeah.
But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan
Okay.
and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Tyreek is not Oh, here we go. You guys remember this Chiefs play?
Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I forgot Tyreek is not an X factor in this game. That sucks. You guys know where this is going, right? Tyreek on the corner. Snap, please. Mahomes. Jesus.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Open man is him.
The vaccine starts in the open goal. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, in California, from what I heard, it's literally just like you have to call and get a spot, which is not ideal for people who are not technologically capable. Or like, Andy, you get Madden 21 yet? I am not. I'm at this point. I'm just gonna wait for the Super Bowl when it's done. Like I think it's gonna come out for free after the Super Bowl.
That'll bring up second down.
Or like maybe even like what do you call it? Like yeah, I think it'll be free soon.
To think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
Let's
got
see.
a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes will try again.
Tyreek wide open. See ya.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
I guess the other question is here, does anyone have any hesitations for getting the vaccine? Also, Ty, are you holding out on us for any superpowers that you may have gained from the vaccine? Maybe you can see into the future and let us know who the top fantasy picks are going to be next year, huh? Alright, so he's going to keep on running jet sweep. I feel like if I have a spy, or even maybe man? Not man Tyreek.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kicks away.
I can get Darren Lee on Tyreek, I think, because he's fast. Let's try that. I might try. I developed sudden muscles after a week ago. Ty just jacked. And Ty, we need to see a before and after picture of how jacked you are.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
No, sir.
you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And sticky fingers. I don't know, man. Ty turning green. Next up, you'll shoot webs. Hell yeah, dude.
You're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Next Spider-Man game will be virtual reality. It won't be Sam Morales, it'll be Ty. You get to live your life. I need to get Darren Lee in here. I thought I put him as my #1 middle linebacker. I don't know why he's not.
These two teams all tied after
And
one.
honestly, I feel like I should be in a dime formation here if... Right? I feel like I want to be in a dime formation here. Let's see if we can pick him here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes.
Give me that. Oh, come on, Hitchens.
Tips, kind of threw everything off.
Sam Morales, you mean? Oh. Miles Morales, yeah. Sam is Sam is one of our friends.
Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's
I
usually
do mean
a
Miles
great amount of
Morales.
bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass on that last play.
Have you watched WandaVision? I'm just, yeah, I have. Yo, we should talk a little bit about WandaVision. If I don't know if people have, I don't want to give any spoilers, but we should talk a little WandaVision.
And this will not get close to the
First, if that's correct, first there's Peter, then there's Miles, the next one will be Spider-Man. Exactly, I love it. Also, this, again, this is going to be one of those guys that, like, has one play, can't run, can pass, like, just, you guys watch it.
Here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
They're going to send pressure here. He might do that stupid, screen.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Alluding to pressure.
Give me that, baby. Come on, I'm telling you guys, these guys don't know how to do anything else. He can't run. He's not gonna be able to pass. Like,
Well, I get what he was trying to do.
he's getting good. I haven't started, but seems out there. It's So here's what I'll say. It is confusing. I have a few theories. I don't want to. If you haven't watched it yet, I don't want to give it away just yet. But I like it. I have once you watch it, we can definitely discuss it. Hey, actually, maybe we'll have a channel in the Discord just for like discussing that kind of stuff. But I have a few theories that I think that I think makes sense. So let's talk about it. I'll make one for the WandaVision spoilers, and we can talk about it. But hopefully once I give you my thoughts, it'll make a little bit more sense. But yeah, I think that's the point. Is like. Especially if you're watching it week to week, it gets confusing.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
But I like it so far. I like it a lot. I think if you don't know Marvel and you don't know like Scarlet Witch's story, I can see why it does not make sense at all.
But under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
But there's been some there it is. Dot. That's there's been some like subtle clues here. There, like I will say, Matt, like a lot of the appliances and like products that they show. I don't know if you've noticed, but they have a lot of
And that makes the score 14 to
what do you call it? They have a lot of like clues and references back to like the old Marvel universe. So yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick
We
it
got
away.
them dots. Hey boys, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to stream as much. I would like to get on a little bit more. Honestly, probably less video games if possible, and just kind of like hang out and chat. But I'll see if I can get on a honestly a better schedule. But yeah, Ty, you should. I mean, you can make
The Chiefs offense about set
you
to
can
begin
make
this drive.
an argument to wait until the entire show is done,
They've now given up 2 straight touchdowns
so
to
you
fall
can
behind by 7.
you can watch it week to week. But
Yeah, they've fallen behind.
I like it. I don't like the fact that people. I don't like the fact that shows are doing the thing now where they do it like once a week.
Something close to that.
I don't like that. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I know the origin of Vision and Wanda. But it's like still kind of, yeah. Matt, we'll talk a little bit about it. I just watched the
Following the pickup of
3rd
4,
one
here's 2nd and 6.
yesterday, I think.
Mahomes going to throw. Robinson's got it.
Knock his ass out. Come on.
35, right at the
Yeah, I haven't been able to find a lot of good shows. I just watched The Flight Attendant on HBO. I've also watched. I tried
Deadwood. I don't know if anyone's seen Deadwood on HBO. It's a little bit harder to like sort of follow. It's a Western.
Like you've got a dime set here defensively, 6
but it is a little bit harder to follow, is what I'll say. Is it a TV show? I thought it was going to be a movie. No, it is a TV show, yes. Okay.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead
yeah,
of pass.
I like it. It's
First down.
yeah, we'll see how. I'm very curious to see where they take it.
Second quarter.
But yeah, that's why like Netflix, they release everything once at a time, but they make more money if it's weekly because people got to pay over them. Oh, that's true. They can't just do a free trial, right? That you're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Fans, a reminder.
You're absolutely right about that.
That says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime.
I heard good things about Deadwood, although I heard it's been. I wonder if it's maybe the new. I think there's like 3 seasons out right now. It's not bad. Deadwood, I also have heard a lot of good things about. That's why I was giving it a try.
Second and 7.
But I think it's one of those where it's kind of like Game of Thrones. It's kind of like Game of Thrones where you have to really, really pay attention, and there's a lot of like build-up story-wise. So sorry, I'm not paying to this. We're not gonna let this guy score here. But yeah, it's good so far. It's a little hard to follow, but I think if I pay more attention, I could. I do have a gist of what's going on right now, so it's not like horrible, but. It's definitely not like a brain dead show. The Sopranos is really good. Yeah, that's an older TV show, right?
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The sweep is actually really easy to cover.
Second down.
All I have to do is literally fall in with a linebacker, and that's it.
The outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I went for the high over the low.
To his tight end, Kelsey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets
yeah, before 2000, yeah. Another one I haven't watched is Seinfeld, or like I watched some of it, but I know Seinfeld is like one of the all-time best, and like it's not something that I've really watched. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I gotta set that up better. I need to start recognizing that a little more. Seems hard to block this. Nah, yeah, it's alright. We're gonna squat on this guy again. This is the only thing that this guy knows how to do, which is like fine. We're gonna adjust in the second half. He's not gonna be able to score on us again, and there's no I know for a fact I'm gonna score right now.
And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half.
We're okay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
It's all good. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Ty.
Signaled for and taken successfully.
There's one play I used to do that I don't actually remember how to set up anymore. It's a post play. It's this play, but I don't think I know how to do it. I don't like Seinfeld, Big Bang Theory. Yeah, Big Bang's also one of the ones I need to check out.
To go here, what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen too. Couple
I don't think it's
completions, just
this.
string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. They fights him off.
Oh no.
Let it go deep right
Pass
side.
throw.
And he knocks the ball away.
He's playing cover 4 contain. Let's get him with the money play again.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded.
Big Bang Theory is like, isn't it like 10 seasons as well?
But he was able to elude that.
It's like a long show, right? I might do it. The show I just watched, Flight Attendant, has Kaylee, was it Kuko? She's the main character in that show.
Second down, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Looking for Kelsey there, but
That's
it's
horrible.
intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half.
Going for a
hoping to
field
get one
goal.
more score.
Now, easy to second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says,
Interesting.
look, that's on me.
Why would you go for a field goal
I wanted to
there?
press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Huh.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker
right.
room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating.
16-second boys. Let's see what we can do.
Any little momentum in a game like this is important.
Let's see what we got here.
They'll feel real good about
Pistol. Let's try this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin.
Let's see if I can hit Hardman here on the streak.
Quickly fading here in the second
But yeah,
quarter.
Big Bang Theory is something I should. Is it on any services right now?
I think we'll find
Like if I wanted to
just
watch it
how
right
much
now,
they
where can I
trust
find
their
it?
guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And going deep for Hill.
Come on.
And that is incomplete.
I want to try that
7
again.
seconds remaining.
I feel like I could
He
have
was
thrown that a
looking
little
for
bit better.
Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Fine. Sorry, my cat's like all over the place right now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to
Chris Jones just
escape,
came
and
in.
he goes down.
Hot.
Now whistles and a
All right, let me
timeout
see. What's
with
this
3
play?
seconds left in the first half.
There's another play that I used to run. Let me see if I can find it. Is it this? No. Never actually seen anyone go for a field goal that much time right now, right? I mean, it is what it is, right?
Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Got my cat's like all over the place. It's kind of annoying because his leg is literally in front of my monitor.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Damn. All right.
And he's gonna go down.
Well, we know what he's about.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best.
We know what
As
he's
that
about,
brings
and we
us
need to
the
start
end
double teaming
of
Chris
this first
Jones.
half of
You gotta
play.
remember that.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off
All right,
to
good half,
Orlando
good
now
half.
to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports
Oh, and we get ball. Nice.
halftime
I like it.
report. Coach,
I like it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these
Yeah, I
two
really need to
teams
remember
as
my
we come
old
back
plays.
for
I
the
like.
second half.
There are a few plays that are like cover 4, cover 3 beaters that I like really liked using before. As long as you can recognize the coverage.
Then he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Try with a little screen, see what happens.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
All right, well, let's see what we got. So I'm not as like worried about his defense. I just need to make sure I don't give up any of those jet sweeps. I think I just gotta maybe I feel like dime is still the way to go. I just need to blitz less because I'm going all out blitz. I could go big dime. I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, does anyone know where Big Bang Theory is on right now, or like what it's on? Because I honestly have no idea, and I think that could be one of those where like
and we
I could
still
just,
have
like,
a chance to win this game.
put it in the
They do.
background
We'll
and
see
watch
if they
it.
can pick it up.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, let me try hit him with this again. Gonna hit Tyreek deep.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left.
There we go.
It's caught
Who
inside
did
the
Big Bang?
5.
Oh, I hate Hulu, dude.
Finally going
I
out of
hate
bounds, but
Hulu.
not before he takes it down to the 25. So that
Because
changes
like
things
don't
in a big
most
way.
it comes
Now
doesn't it
all the way
come
down
with
inside the
the
30.
commercials?
Here's first and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Sticks.
And brought down.
I don't like Hulu at all. I feel like I've just never found anything
Another big hit
like I've
there.
never
That's
unless
good
like there's
for
a
18.
show like Always Sunny that I really need to watch. I just feel like it's I hate watching that using that platform, you know.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone.
This guy,
for a
yeah.
Chiefs touchdown.
This guy looked up Madden 20
A 7-yard
like money, plays with
touchdown
Tyreek Hill, and that's
And
it.
the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle.
All right, we're not gonna give up any more big plays from this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on
Ty,
the
are you guys
kick.
getting a lot of rain up in Northern California right now, or what's the deal with that?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Is that bad? I thought they had a couple of decent shows. Always Sunny and Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's now on HBO, I believe, actually. Isn't it?
Anytime you feel the kickoff
It's on
inside your own end zone,
HBO,
you gotta be
I'm pretty sure it's on
decisive
HBO
about whether
right now.
you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you.
Which I love, but it's just the commercials. The commercials are so annoying.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds McCoy.
Also, yeah, he's doing this like glitchy screenplay. The screen is supposed to go to the left, but he's just like hopping out to the right. Which is fine, okay.
Second down.
Fair, I guess. Getting jet sweep here. Let's see. I already forget what the formation looks like. I need to take a better mental note of it. Yeah, it's right here.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
It was pretty crazy last night, but it's been mostly light showers. Yeah, we had actually been getting a lot of rain. I'm actually going to try and go snowboarding this weekend because I think they got dumped. It's been cold, very, very windy. Like I was saying earlier, like a lot of rain and snow, which is great. But we'll see what happens. I want to go up, but I think the driving is going to be a pain. They're going to make us put snow chains on or whatever, and that's not going to be fun. So. We will see, man. We will see. But definitely, we're definitely feeling that over here, without a doubt. I wonder if it has to do with, like, isn't there like an El Nino thing? Like dry versus like, dry versus like, not or something? I actually don't know how, I heard El Nino's been affecting the snow. So like a lot of places are getting like kind of less snow. But yeah, it's been a cold weather, a cold like week and a half at least. We'll see if it gets any better. I don't know.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams.
But yeah, I do want to make my way up to Northern California at some point once things slow down or get better. I actually have a couple of friends moving up there, and I have a few friends who are going to school there right now too. So I haven't like really done a Northern California trip just yet, and that's something I do want to do.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Fumble.
He lost the football.
I would love to go up to Tahoe to ski it. It sounds like this. Oh yeah, I'm sure Tahoe is like huge right now. Last year when I went to Tahoe, it was actually like kind of weak. It was the end of March, so like it was honestly like I was skiing in a sheet of ice, which was kind of horrible, honestly. But I would love to go back up there again. Tahoe's like a fun. I feel like, give me that. Oh, come on! Linebackers and their catches, man. But yeah, I would go back up to Tahoe again. Tahoe's fun. I think it was like an 8-hour drive from me. How far are you from Tahoe, Ty?
It's the Chiefs with a football butt with work to do on the
I remember going to this like really cute little diner there, and that was fun. That was really fun. It's like literally what you think of when you think about like classic American like 70s, 60s diner. It was awesome. Some homeless guy came in and begged for food. It was kind of actually depressing because he was like crying, and that was the whole thing. But you know, we had a chance to come up here at NorCal, man. Once he's come up here, and we can give you a few pointers. So for sure, I'll let you know for sure. I feel like I also need to like I need to hit up the vineyards up there as well. Get up there. Sebastian, so do you think Justice Simmons will resign? I think there's a good chance he will. He's one of the Broncos like best defensive players, right? I don't see why not if they pay him the man, right?
Still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I think they need to sign a few key players, and I do believe Justin Simmons is one of them. How you doing, Sebastian? All right, let's see if we can get a stop here. I should have got the pick with Lee earlier.
Off the draw, here's Williams.
Let's go, pop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Let's see what we got here.
And open up a crease that they can run through.
Also, I burned my tongue yesterday, like the entire front face of it, and that hurt. It sucks eating food now. Let's see what this guy's got. He's just running down the clock. It's not fun to play against guys like this. Trying to run down the clock, do his cheese plays. Yeah. Okay. I live about 3 hours from Tahoe. Tough part is finding lodges since heaven, but yeah. They've also been closed. I think at least in Southern California, they just opened lodging, like the resort lodging. Before they, like, all of it was closed. They weren't even allowed to make reservations.
Again, it's Williams.
But hopefully it's a little bit better now.
That'll be a pickup.
But I'm sure it does seem a little bit dicey to do logic now too. I'm sure it gets packed as well, and that's not what you want, you know.
Showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Gonna use sweep again. I think he might. I don't think this is a sweep one. Yep, it is a sweep one. Oh my God.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's gonna be one of those games. That's okay.
That's
That's okay.
City first down.
But when we go back to our conversation,
Ty, which part of Northern California do you live again? I don't remember. I feel like you've told me this before.
Expected trickery in this game.
Where I live, the haircut places are open as really. Okay, that's interesting. Everything in Southern California is closed. They just reopened things now. They just reopened outdoor dining actually, but everything was closed before. Nothing indoors at all. We were pretty strict, and they just lifted it like 2 days ago, maybe. So it'll be. I'm sure restaurants are struggling and like trying to get everything back into place right now, like trying to reopen everything. Because this guy is so annoying. How he's playing.
They run it again with Williams.
There you go.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4.
We're just gonna put him on a spot. I live in the Bay Area near Berkeley. Okay. I didn't realize it was that far away. Interesting. Okay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2
Honestly,
minutes.
I wonder if a mid blitz would work. Just get all my guys through right away. Huh. Try it.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No, sir.
Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards.
He says it's been getting packed. One of my good friends, coworkers, has been up there since the weekend and says it's always been like the usual before the camp. Interesting. I feel like some places just don't take it very seriously, unfortunately. You know, it happens, but what can you do, right? I feel like the news of the vaccine probably doesn't help either. What we can do here, boys. No, sir. That's what I'm saying. People who do this, like they can't do anything else. They can't do anything else. And this guy just quits. Wait, I feel like we gotta talk a little trash with him. Hey, it's not showing up recently play with. I wonder if there's like a privacy setting now. Damn, alright, well, GG's. News says, yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just what it is. Ah, man, I wish I can find this dude. Find somebody. Dang. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's honestly what's gonna be like, what we're gonna see mainly in like games like this now. It's just people like running the same play, and like, I mean, that was just annoying because he was literally trying to run everything down, but. All right, I think I do have to head off, but hey, that was fun, everybody. I'm glad I was able to get back into it. We'll get on hopefully a better stream schedule shortly. But hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through, Ty and everyone else. It was really fun seeing y'all. Let's keep chatting in the Discord. Just trash talk Matt said I probably should, yeah. But hey, thank you so much, and yeah, we'll talk in Discord, and I'll let y'all know when I get to stream next. But thanks y'all for tuning in, and we'll talk soon. Peace, y'all.
Bye.